From a room next to my bathroom in my basement, this is My Worst Holiday. It's a podcast about your worst wedding, party, bachelor party, any kind of party, anything that's got a funny story to it. We want to hear it. And today we have from the Brett Allan Show, the Mr. Brett Allan. Brett, say hello.
Hello. What's up, everybody? Thanks for having me, man.
So welcome. Thank you for coming on, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. I was honored that you asked me to do it.
Oh, honored? But me? I'm nobody.
I know. Well, I'm happy and thankful that you asked me. So thanks for having me on your show, man.
You're so very welcome, man. So tell us everything about you. You have the floor. Tell us everything about your show, about you. Go.
Well, my name is Brett Allan. I have a radio and YouTube podcast called The Brett Allan Show. My website's actually down right now. I don't know what's going on. It's acting weird, but I interview celebrities from film, television, music, comedy, all of that. So, yeah, I mean, I've been doing it since 2017. But then in 2020 is where like things really started to kick off. And yeah, I've just been very fortunate, to be able to do this and to have, talk to the people that I talk to. I'm very, very fortunate. And yeah, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, we were just saying that like off camera, like before we started this, like the people I've talked to, like, how the hell am I talking to these people in from a basement in LaSalle? Like.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's so weird. Like you think about like the idea behind this, I just did press, yesterday for Paramount Pictures for the new Dexter Original Sin. Like I've not to name drop, but it's weird. But to your point, it's like, I'm here in my basement, at my house. Right. And like I'm up against with all these people like, that are in studios in Chicago, like really big name people. And it's just weird to think about like, the fact that I get to talk to these people and it's crazy. Like you said.
Yeah, like I said, like you just had Jeremy Piven on. And I'm like, God, what a heavy hitter. Like, I mean, this guy's been in some great movies. Gross Point Blank. Yeah, that's still one of my favorite movies of all time. And he used to live with John Cusack in Chicago. Like,
yeah. He's premiering his movie there like in a couple days. So his new movie, The Performance. So yeah, it's crazy.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So, at the Twin Rivers Theater there, wherever that is in.
Yeah, like it's his family's theater. Like,
yeah.
The Piven Theater.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. But I always say, if it wasn't for this kind of medium, I don't think we would be doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think people don't understand. It's like we're doing this because we've worked hard. You've worked hard. We've built a process to get people interested and engaged. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it comes down to more than anything else, I think, for that very reason. Sorry, my light just went out on me, but yeah.
No problem.
It's just one of those things, where if you work hard and put in the effort and stuff, it will pay off, I think.
I think I've worked least hard than anybody. Like, I really don't like my show. So I don't prep. I don't want to know anything about the person beforehand, really. Like, I know want everything all just raw and real and off the cuff, man. That's what I like.
No, I think there's value to that, but I think in some instances for me, like I have to watch certain things, I have to prepare in that way, and sometimes I'll have a guest that will ask, for questions in advance. And so I have to kind of prepare that way. But quite frankly, like, I don't like having to do that. It just drives me nuts.
Right.
But I have a general idea of where I'm going to go in the conversation, Yeah.
For me, I just riff on stories that people tell me. I mean, that's, you do an interview, like a true interview show where I just have people tell me about the time they shit their pants, and then I go, just kind of riff back and forth on that, so I was at a concert, and on and on, so and then I just riff back. That's all I do. Like I have no prepared statements or questions or anything. Like it's just fun, like I want to
Yeah,
keep it like
no,
we're in
I
a bar,
totally agree.
you
Yeah, I
know,
totally
like
agree.
like you're sitting across from me in a bar and you're having a beer, I'm having a scotch, and we're just talking. It's
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think that's a cool format to have for sure. Totally a good format to have.
yeah. I didn't see anybody else that was really doing it, so I'm like, grab it, So that's what I did.
Yeah, no, I think that's important. You just kind of have to plan and as far as like at least have an idea. But I think if
Right.
you are
Yeah, I just
motivated enough, you just do it. And then like life is great, and then you just continue to build and build and build.
right. I just had Brett Hand on, and we was talking about that. He's talking about other people like starting a podcast. Like, well, if you do, here's an idea. Have a point. Do something. Nobody wants to hear two guys in a basement just talking because they find each other funny. Like you've gotta have some sort of substance.
Little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it might be okay maybe for some situations, but I think generally speaking, yeah, you need to have a plan. You need to at least have an idea or something that you're interested in before you do it. And I think that's important for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. So how long you said you've been doing this since 2017?
2017 is when I started. Yes.
Yeah, I think
It was not the
we
same.
started out
That's
right. I think I started out a little bit before you, but not too much. But
yeah. And it was not what it is now. It was a different type of thing. I was a journey podcast to start, and then a few other things, and then this. Yeah. So this version of it started in like 2020 when
Mhm.
COVID started
Right,
because people were home, people were available. And that's how I was able to start getting people that I got.
right. I didn't get that luxury. I was selling cars at the time, and they that it's better to stay open and then put you in a car with other people. So
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. But people started listening and I started gaining traction and yeah, it just all took off. And then of course more hard work and more this and this, that, and the other. But yeah, 2017, I think, maybe 2018. I think it was probably more 2017.
mm,
Yeah.
super cool, super cool.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun for sure.
Yeah, and everybody, if you haven't seen, it's the Brett Allan Show. The Brett Allan Show. You need to watch it. He has some incredibly good guests, and he's an incredibly talented individual.
Thank you.
And also, you're going to be on Mosaic TV. So
Okay.
I'm on a network now. Yeah. So
That's cool.
Mosaic
How did
TV.
you get that? That's pretty awesome.
Well, I lied. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah,
Okay.
no, I like this is no kid. Like so, somebody reaches out to me. And usually, when people reach out to you, it's usually like somebody wanting money, you know,
Oh,
or
the
or some
worst.
some bullshit, And so she reaches out to me and she goes, "Hey, I was on your show a while back, and I want to talk to you about a collaboration." I'm like, I don't know about. I don't collab with people well, like
Yeah.
yeah. So and then I'm like, all right, well, I got some time next Wednesday to talk to you, you know? So I threw it out there just in case. I go, oh, remind me, what episode was you on? And I was going to see like how long it took for them to get back to me. She got back like right away. And I go, oh yeah, that was a murder podcast that you guys run. She's like, yeah, yeah. She goes, hey, do you mind if my business partner joins in? I go,
Oh, wow.
business partner? Sure.
You're like, sure.
She goes, yeah, we're starting a network and we want you to be on it. And I'm
Oh,
like,
wow. That's cool.
All right.
Well, good for you, man.
Yeah, Mosaic TV. We are international, so we are worldwide. And so log into Mosaic TV and download that. You'll be able to see the beautiful Brett Allen and myself. And if you have a Roku device, if you have an Amazon Fire Stick, if you have an Amazon TV, if you have an Android device, log into Mosaic TV, baby. Yes, there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
The
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. So yeah, I'm like, sure, I'll be on TV.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think that's great. If you in the any reach you can get, I think is like huge.
Yeah,
Huge. Yeah, for sure.
yeah, they're out of Kentucky. They actually stream me in a couple bars. So like,
Oh, that's cool. Do you
I'm not
get
just famous.
responses from people that watch you there?
I'm Kentucky bar famous. Like every once in a
Okay,
while.
that's funny. You're
Yeah,
Kentucky bar famous. I love it. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
you
take
know,
what you can get, I guess.
absolutely, absolutely. It's a fledgling network, you know, but it's starting to build. It's getting a little bit bigger. So, and they're letting me on it. So,
That's
okay,
cool. Why not? Right?
right, absolutely. A lot of fun, a lot of fun. So, hey, hit us with a story, buddy. What you got?
Well, I think my life is always like one embarrassing moment. I will tell a story there. Was on a dating app and I got a Venmo request from my date before I met her. She asked me for gas money. She asked me, yeah, it was terrible. She sent me a Venmo request and she asked me for money. So, yeah, it was terrible. And I think I'm just an awkward
And it
person by
just
nature.
went uphill from there, you know. So,
Yeah, it was terrible. And I'm like, I don't usually pay for that on the first date. I'll pay for it on the second. So,
right.
yeah, it was embarrassing. But I think that's just I'm kind of just an awkward person in general. So, but that's just my nature, I think, more than anything else. But that's just my foibles of life, really.
Yeah.
I wish I was making it up, but I'm not. I'm definitely not.
I'm just kind of
Um,
awkward. It's like,
and it's funny, I've been telling that story for like years and years, but it's true,
mm,
like she's like, I think I was probably gonna get scammed had I like gone through with it.
oh,
But yeah,
absolutely.
but it
Absolutely.
was
Yeah.
weird because as we like got closer to the date and got closer to this, that, and the other, it just got weirder and weirder. She's like, I can't drive. And then she's like, can I borrow $50? And then I'm like, for what? She's like, I need gas and an oil change. And I'm like,
Hello. Can I borrow a blowjob? Let's.
I know. Yeah. I was like, this is not cool. Not
Yeah.
cool at all. Not even a little bit.
I like to move right to the third date. Let's see.
Yeah. It was terrible. Horrible experience. And then I've had several others like that, but that's really like the main thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's just kind of like one of those deals. That's my life.
Yeah. I've been blessed enough. I found a sturdy Midwestern gal that I've been with for like last 20. I'm married for the last 20 years. So I got very fortunate that I could find somebody to put up with my dumb ass. So
There you go. I
yeah.
take it, get what you can. Yeah. Take it and get what you can.
Mm, lovely woman. She's Morgan. She's just beautiful.
Awesome, dude. That's great. I think that's awesome. If you can find somebody and get in there, and I say go for it, dude. That's my philosophy.
So who's been your favorite guest so far?
Oh geez. It's I people ask me that all the time, and it's really
Yeah,
like
yeah, I get it too, and I'm the same way. I'm asking you the question, but I feel the same way. It's like, who's your favorite? Like
it's really hard to say. Like I've interviewed I've forgotten more
oh, I
I've
have to.
forgotten more people than I remember. And
Yes.
like I was just going through um you know I was thinking about stuff the other day. And I don't remember. There's like I've forgotten more than I remember.
Yeah, I'm actually, when I first started, doing this, I'm like, I'll remember everybody, you know.
I mean, you're talking like almost like 700 interviews,
Yeah,
and it's like impossible to remember every single one. So I don't, yeah, I mean, I would say, I don't know, man. I've interviewed so many people like from so many different things, from film, from television,
right.
comedy, music. Like, I think they're all, and it sounds cliche, but I think they're all like unique and special in their own way. And to
Oh,
me,
absolutely,
that
absolutely.
is what I
You know,
find to be the most important. You know, it's like if I
right.
can have a good, honest conversation with somebody, I'm in. And like past that, I don't really think too much about it because then I start to get in my head. But yeah, I mean, it's people like I said at the beginning of our conversation that I wouldn't be talking to normally otherwise. So that's the benefit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Some people that's not famous. Like one of my best guys, I just love Sam McLean, who has uh,
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah. Just talking with Sam, and he's fantastic, and he's just like a regular podcaster. He's not like a big name or anything, I mean, you're talking to people like Scotty Schwartz, from A Christmas Story, the guy that stuck his tongue to the pole. Like he's always fun to have on. But yeah, Barry Norman, who's an author, and he's always great too, like uh but yeah, I mean, like they all have their own way of being good.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I mean, there's John Malkovich, there's Noah
Oh,
Wiley,
Jesus, yeah.
there's, Jeremy Piven,
Yeah,
like it just like to think Eric Robert. I mean, there's just like, uh, it's hard to think about.
yeah.
Like
Malkovich. Wow, you had Malkovich.
yeah, I talked to him about his new Apple TV show over the summer, The New Look. Yeah. It's like a
Yeah.
very easy 4 minute conversation, but yeah, he was legit for sure.
Oh, that'd
So
be incredible. Yeah, I just you can't beat him as an actor, except like, but the one that always killed me was when he played one of the Three Musketeers.
yeah,
Okay, and so you had Rene Pardoux, and he's like D'Artagnan, they're like, yeah, and then you got John Malkovich, yeah, D'Artagnan. like, nobody.
yeah,
You had one guy that had a French accent the entire fucking movie.
yeah. He's had some great roles, that's for sure.
Being John Malkovich, that's a pretty good one.
That's a very good one. Yeah, that's a very, very good one for sure. But yeah, I mean, just the list goes on and on. It's really hard to like remember and pinpoint
Yeah,
specifics. It really, really is. Because there's just so many that I've spoken to that I just can't I cannot remember or recall. And I
yeah.
try and I try and I try and I can't.
Did you
So,
ever have Larry Hankin on?
I tried, but like we never were able to make it happen. Like
Is that right?
yeah, like I tried a couple times and it fell through, so I kind of gave up on it. But like I asked him and then he called me and we talked on the phone and then we scheduled a date and then we had to reschedule again and then it
Oh,
never happened. So
that sucks. He's a great guy. Larry
maybe
is a
another
super.
time for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's telling the story. Like, did you see Armed and Dangerous?
Yes.
Okay, so he improvised that when he's standing in a line, they hand him a flashlight and he shines it in his own face. Because he plays
Oh wow.
like somebody that's like really strung out. And the director yells, "God!" Like, no, no, no. And John Candy and Eugene Levy was laughing at it. Like, you got these two guys from the SCTV world, like they're laughing at it. And you got a director going, no, no, no. I'm like,
That's funny.
really? You're not going to take the two comedians' word for it? Like,
That's awesome. I love it. I love it.
yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
Yeah. But he's not one I've had. One I've had. I mean, I just talked to Bobby Farrelly of the Farrelly brothers
Hmm.
for his new film Dear Santa with Jack Black. So yeah,
Oh
I mean
yeah,
it's just like it's this cornucopia of people, and I've honestly have forgotten more than I remember. It's
yeah.
crazy. But I mean that is it sounds kind of, litigious, but like it's true. I've forgotten more than I remember.
I just like
So
the word litigious. I'm going to
yeah,
say that's the first time somebody's used the word litigious. I'm
it
like,
sounds arrogant, I know, but
no, I'm into it.
I
I love it.
yeah. I have forgotten more than I remember.
Yeah, I respect a good vocabulary. I'm not like everybody.
That's funny.
I'm
Yeah,
with you.
I've forgotten more than I remember in most cases.
Hmm.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
yeah.
I couldn't even tell you how many episodes I have now. Like I don't like I quit loading up to Apple. Like I just now I'm just basically on Mosaic TV and on YouTube.
Okay.
So like yeah, I just quit loading up to Apple. I didn't feel like it was really getting me anywhere or doing me any favors.
I think the only reason I still do that is because it's just a way to bank episodes. And if I do video, I can just switch one to the other.
Right.
But frankly, uh, it's the best way for me to just keep track of stuff. And I think more people listen to the library episodes or my catalog. That's why I keep it,
Mm,
because I do okay on YouTube, but not well enough to just stop doing audio. And I feel like I've worked so hard to build that audience that I just want to
right.
keep it. And I don't pay for a host or this, that, or the other. So it just continues on and on. So I just try and keep it as best as I can when I can, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Uh,
mean, everybody has their way of doing things, So
yeah. Well, for me, I've always been like people go, "How many listeners you got?" I go, "I don't know."
yeah,
You don't keep track? Nope. Like I do this because I love it.
that's
Like
it. That's the
yeah,
main reason why. Yeah, that's the
exactly.
main
Like
reason why.
yeah, I mean, if I didn't love it, like it doesn't matter like how many people are watching. Because I get to talk to you. I get to talk to
Yeah,
whoever.
that's
I
the
get to
thing,
meet
dude.
people.
Like, I get to talk to you, I get to talk to so many other people, and that is why I do it. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
that is
Yeah,
why I do it.
well, people like, well, do you make money at it? Or something like that. I'm like, oh yeah, man. As soon as you start a podcast, back up the truck. They're just gonna fill it full of money, dude. They're like, really? Like, no,
Yeah, there's not much money to be made.
no, no. Yeah, if you're in it for the
You
money,
can't do it for those
you're in
reasons.
the wrong thing, man. Like,
Yeah, you're in the wrong business for sure. You're definitely in the wrong business for sure. But yeah, it's just, it is what it is.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm even like on a network, but the network's not profitable yet. Like, and I got a really good, like, it's a good contract, like, but until it gets profitable, I'm not going to make any money on it. And I was trying to explain that to another person that was on a call with us. I go, dude, we're a fledgling network. Don't hold your breath. Like
Yeah,
we
don't
got
hold your breath at all.
we got to build it first. Like you said, you got to work at it. You've
It's
got
that
to.
sweat equity, of like hard work before you like I mean, and that's the thing, when people start podcasting, they look at stuff and they go, that's why I stay out of most of these groups, because they just the how do I monetize? How do I make
How do I
money?
monetize? How do I
Or
monetize?
like even on YouTube,
That
like
brings up, you just go like this. You go, you don't. There you go.
are you monetized on YouTube? Why aren't you monetized? And it's
Yeah.
like, well, like it doesn't work the way that you think that it does.
Oh,
at
I
all.
got well, I've got my MW Holiday Facebook, and then I have the offshoot, which is the My Worst Holiday Facebook page,
Mhm.
and it's just full of you want the podcast promote, like just lots of foreign names, just filling my messenger. Hello,
Stupid.
hi, good podcast, sir. Like
I give you top 3%
yeah,
downloads. It's like I don't need your help.
yeah. I even put it on there every now and again. I do not need podcast promote.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's like yeah, my worst holiday page is pretty much useless now because it's just chock full of just people trying to scam you.
Yeah, I ignore it. I don't
Yeah.
pay attention to it at all. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. It's a waste of time
Yep.
and dumb.
Yeah.
Stupid. Such a
Ba-ding!
waste of time. Yeah.
Jesus. No,
Like you can't
Shamir,
do this.
I'm not gonna give you my money.
No. And that's a good way to get your show shut down is if you pay for viewers, pay for downloads, pay for listeners,
Oh
pay
yeah.
for reviews, all of that gets flagged. And that
Yeah.
is the number one way to get shut down.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. You want
promise
to look
you.
like a scumbag. That's the best way to promote your show is to really look like a scumbag.
Yeah, if you want to
So-
look like a hack, do that.
Exactly. Yeah, here's $300. I used to have a publicist that used to give me guests and stuff like that, and then he started hitting me up for money too. So his clients are paying him, and then he wanted me to pay him as well. I'm like, no, that's not how this works. And so he's like, yeah, well, you didn't make the cut anyway, and then he dropped.
I think
he
I know
dropped.
who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we do. Stefan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you pay a publicist to get promotion
Mhm.
or to help you get on shows or to
Right.
book shows, but you don't double dip.
Yeah,
If he's getting
exactly.
clients, like if he wasn't getting people to pay him and you were just getting guests, I mean, it's kind of a sticky area, but yeah, it doesn't work that way
Yeah.
necessarily at
And
all.
like this is like I had a full-time job. I had a family, and this is just what I did as my pastime, my hobby, and he's wanting me to give him $300 a month. I'm like, what the fuck? No.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. 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 He had
Absolutely
the
ridiculous.
yeah, that's what I'm like. You're insane. No, I'm not giving you money. He's like, well, then I don't think we're gonna be able to work this out. I'm like, I don't think we are either. But
No, not at all.
but here's the
So are
fun
you
thing.
ready? Yeah. Are you ready for your holidays, man? Are you ready for Christmas, New Year,
Yeah.
however you celebrate? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We usually hang a goat outside and we spin it twice on the New Year's, like everybody else does. No, I'm just kidding. It's a Christian household. It's like we got the tree, we got the, so everything's all good. My wife has bought everything up that she can possibly buy for the family. Like we were just making Christmas cookies before this show. So
Oh, nice. Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's very
Well, we
cool.
both love to cook, and so being in the kitchen together and just working together, it's a lot of fun. We enjoy it.
That's cool, bro.
How
I
about
like
you?
it.
What do you got going on?
Yeah, I got my presents, most of my presents. I still have a few big ticket items to buy my son, but generally speaking, everything is pretty much done. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I ordered something off Amazon for my wife, and then it was supposed to be here yesterday.
Okay.
And so when I checked my phone yesterday, it's like it's getting later in the evening, so I checked it, and it came up, and then it just went, and it went away.
That's
I go,
weird.
yeah. So anyway, I'm like looking for it, like in my orders. It's not there anymore. It's just gone.
Really? So what
finally
happened?
I had to go into my messages, and my messages, like I said, like it kept saying, it will be here Thursday by 10 p.m.
You know,
Here by
I've
Thursday.
actually had that happen
Yeah,
before where an item just never got delivered. It was like
yeah.
an air
And well,
conditioning unit.
I went into my message, like they actually sent me a message that says, yeah, it's out of stock. You can't have it. Like, but you gave me the date and you went up to the date. Like,
That's stupid.
I know it. I'm like, and that was her big one too. Like, I'm like, God damn it. Now I got to, now if you order off something off Amazon, it's hard to tell whether you're going to get it there in time.
Yeah,
Now,
I don't know though.
so,
I guess it depends. Like if you live near an Amazon facility, like I ordered
yeah.
something for my son this morning and it came this afternoon. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
Okay.
just it was a book, but yeah,
Oh, super
and
cool.
it came right away. So,
All
but
right.
I had that happen. I ordered an air conditioning unit and it never showed up. That was like $375.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know, it was during COVID
Mm-hmm.
and um it never showed up. And then fortunately I was able to get my money back fairly quickly.
Oh, that's
But I
good.
was worried because you
That's
know,
a chunk of
then
change.
we didn't know anything then, right? So
Right.
like we thought the world was gonna end. And yeah, I was like, well, I need my $300 back. And
Yeah,
they're like, oh yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah, we're sorry. So yeah,
Yeah.
I was
I've also
pissed.
seen
I
it
was
where they said, no, you can't have it. It showed up. And then another one showed up after it. Like,
that's weird.
yeah, yeah.
People.
People, distribution.
That's the world we live in though, like where everything's convenient, right? Like we want it right away. Like we're spoiled. We order food on our phone. I was funny. I was scrolling through TikTok this morning and there was this like old commercial for Burger King where they were talking about where they first started accepting credit cards at Burger King
Oh,
and
really?
people were charging like meals on their credit card for like $2 and $3. And it was interesting because the culture then was like, when I want my Whopper, I want it now. I hope these
Right.
people that use credit cards don't slow the lines down or don't, you know,
Right.
make people wait. And then people started commenting, and it's like now, well, first of all, you know, you can't even get a meal for $10. And
Yeah.
I lose my mind when I see somebody digging for cash in front of me. So it just shows you like the
Right.
world that we're living
How
in.
it's changed. Like,
Yeah, you know what I'm
you're
saying, dude? Like I ordered a book this morning, a Wimpy Kid book for my kid, and it was here like in 5 hours. So, you know, we order our food and it's all about convenience. Like,
You get behind the lady at like Walmart and she pulls out her checkbook.
oh yeah,
God
that's
damn it.
ridiculous. Checkbook, man. Get over that nonsense, bro. I can't even remember the last time I wrote a check.
Oh, my mom used to do that. Like she had like it took forever to get her kicked over to a debit card. You know, like,
Same with my dad when he was alive. He
yeah.
refused. He would go to the bank every
My
Friday,
mom's probably hanging with him now. So
writing a check to get cash.
right.
And it's like,
Yeah. Can I write it for 40 over? Yeah, you can write it for 40 over.
can I write it for 40 over?
Yeah,
How much cash can I get back? Up to $25.
exactly.
Can I write it for 40 over? That's the best, dude. I'm 50. I mean, I was in that universe for a while when that was like the thing at Walmart, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Can
me
I write
too.
it for 200 over? Sure. You know, and
Woohoo!
pull out $200.
Right. We
But
got
now
mine.
everything's connected to your bank, so
Yeah.
like there's no need to do that. You just get a debit card and pull out cash.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
I haven't
how old are
really
you?
checked.
We're the same age, probably, yeah.
I'm a little older.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm 58.
Oh, really? You don't look 58.
I know, right? I
I don't
drink a
know,
lot of
bro.
water and I drink a lot of scotch. I'm not sure which one keeps me youthful, but I'm not giving up either one. You know, like just
Yeah.
in case I'm
Yeah.
gonna continue to drink scotch and water. So
There you go. I love
oh,
it.
and a good healthy cigar. I enjoy a good healthy cigar too. You
What's
know?
your cigar go to?
Oh, uh, Alec Bradley Select. It's a Gordo.
Okay.
It's kind of my humidor stuffer, and it comes in at a decent price. You come in like around $57, somewhere around there. So off Cigars International. So I mean,
Oh
they're
yeah,
good
no, I'm
cigars.
familiar with those guys. Those are good people. Cigar
Yeah,
International's good people. Yeah.
yep, yep. Also, Cigar Bundles of Miami. Alex
Okay.
Herrera. He's got a really good. They have the San Andreas Pigtail Maduros that are
Oh
just
wow.
those
That
are
sounds amazing.
yeah,
I'm a
but
Cohiba. I like a good Cohiba. That's my favorite.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. These it's what was I going to say about it? Yeah, it's about $100 for a bundle of the San Andreas Pigtails, but they're real friggin' good.
That's awesome.
I'll put them up against any high price cigar.
I love it. I love it.
Mhm.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, I like a good Cohiba, but you know, I like as just we have these Perfecto Garcias too. Those are super cheap, but they're decent. You know, they're a decent
No,
stick.
those are good cigars too. Yeah, those are really good.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah. My local uh, liquor store carries them, so I'm like, Jesus, they're priced good, they taste good. You know, so fuck it.
Why not? That's what I
Exactly,
say, bro.
exactly. Yeah. Nika, is it Nika's? I think Nika's. Those are pretty good too. I like those. But
Those
how
are
often
good
do you have a
cigars.
cigar?
Oh, I haven't had one in a long time.
Yeah.
But I used to go. There is a place close by where I live, cigar, humidor, cigar lounge. It's inside of a smoke shop,
Oh,
but
okay.
you wouldn't think it was there, but it's really nice. It's got leather couches, TVs. They serve
Yeah.
food. It's a cool little spot. So now I want a cigar. Now I want a cigar.
Yeah. My buddy got me a for my birthday. Got me one of those neon signs. You can get those those are crazy cool now. How they have the LED light behind them now and everything.
Oh,
They look super
interesting.
cool, but it just says cigars on it with a smoke coming out of the cigar on it. But it's hanging up in my basement. It looks super cool.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That's cool, man. I
Yeah.
love it.
So how many kids you got?
Just one.
Just one? The
He's
lawyer?
10. Huh?
Oh, who's
Yeah,
the lawyer?
just his stepdad is an attorney.
Oh, his stepdad is an attorney.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's 10. He goes to
Okay.
middle school next year, 6th grade.
Okay.
He's 10. Yeah, his stepdad is an attorney.
I was
Yeah.
very confused.
That's okay.
I'm like, you ought to be proud of him. You're like, why would I be proud of his stepdad? Like, I thought you was talking about your son.
No,
I'm like,
that's
wow, your son's an attorney? God, that's awesome. I'd be proud of him, you know?
no. He's 10.
He's 10. Not quite
He's
not
into
quite Esquire yet
Minecraft and Super Mario. I am proud of him, but for different reasons.
for different reasons.
Different reasons for
Not the
show.
lawyering thing. Yeah.
No, not at all. That's funny.
Yeah. So
Cool,
what do you do
man.
what else do you do for a living? What do you do?
I'm in wine sales, so I've been in
Oh,
wine sales for like 10 years. I work from home, so I've been with the same company off and on for 10 years. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Awesome. And now are you allowed to say like what company that is or what wines they use?
It's a direct to consumer company, so we're third party, so we contract with wineries throughout the country
Oh,
and sell
awesome.
wine for their wine clubs. Yeah.
Right. So
So, yeah.
uh there is a place in Iowa. It's called LeClaire. Usually you think LeClaire, you think Wisconsin. But no, this one's in Iowa. And it's a small town. just got like one long street that has like a bunch of cool stuff in it. And they had a winery, and it's literally like Illinois, Iowa grape. And it was amazing. Like, it's not your normal Midwest grape, like tasting, you know what a Midwest wine tastes like. So
Right.
but
No, for sure. Yeah.
yeah,
for sure.
this did not taste like that at all. Like it tasted like a serious Cabernet, like a good one.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And so
I
in
love
this
it.
town, they have a winery, they have a distillery, they have a brewery, they have a chocolate shop, like all kinds of cool stuff all down the strip. So we stay at a hotel. It's about 2 miles up the road. We call an Uber. Uber takes us down to LeClaire. Sweet. So we hit the winery, we hit the distillery, we hit the brewery, and then we try finding an Uber, and you could not find a fucking Uber back. Like, they took us there, but 2 miles they wouldn't go. I don't know what it was, but like nobody was there. So we're stuck 2 miles from the hotel. And finally, my wife got a hold of a taxi cab. Guess how much our ride was back to the hotel?
Couple $100.
Now, yeah, you overshot that, but $80. It was $80 because my buddy's a big guy, like big, and his wife's like, why don't we just walk back? And I'm like, have you seen your husband? Like, this guy's not, he ain't gonna make it. Like,
That's funny.
it was funny, but
I love it. Yeah.
couldn't believe it. Couldn't get a fucking ride back. Save our lives.
That's terrible. Well, at least you got back.
Yeah. After $80, and we're like, because we was gonna go out to eat after that. We're like, fuck that. We just spent $80 on a cab ride. Like,
I love it. It's awesome.
all right, brother. We are coming up on 40. I try to keep it at 45 minutes.
Yeah, sure. No worries, man. I'm having a good time.
Commercial reasons and stuff like that on them, because we're on a network, Mosaic TV, baby. And so you've got the floor again, Brent. Tell us everything about you, where we can find you. You've got a new podcast coming out. Talk about that too.
So I'm starting a new show next year sometime called The Perfect Punchline, because I've been interviewing comics for a long time. And so we're going to talk about comedy specifically, is the psychology behind comics and what they write and crafting the perfect joke. And that'll start sometime next year. The Brett Allan Show, again, my website is down right now. It says, I don't know if the server's having problems, but you can find me, Google me anywhere. All my episodes are out there to listen to. And we're recording a couple more episodes for this year, and then we're done. We'll be done and take a little break for the holidays. So
awesome. Fantastic. So, Brett, it was great having you back on.
Yeah, thanks for having me, dude. You're the best.
Absolutely. Anytime you want to promote something, let me know. More than happy to have you back on. As for me, you can find me on YouTube at My Worst Holiday Podcast on YouTube, and on Mosaic TV. So if you have a Roku device, if you have an Amazon Fire Stick, if you have an Android device, go to Mosaic TV and download us. See us two beautiful people doing what we do right here. And with that being said, from a room next to my bathroom in my basement, this has been My Worst Holiday. Good night, everybody.